We want to bring in some breaking news, this one out of London. Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, will soon stop using their royal titles, and according to a statement from Buckingham Palace, they will also be cut off from public funds. Let's bring in Laura McQuillan right now. So again, this is breaking news coming to us out of the UK. So what more can you tell us at this point?
So two statements just a short time ago from Buckingham Palace and the Queen clarifying what that step back from royal duties is going to mean for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. We can show you some of that statement from Buckingham Palace. They say from spring, the Sussexes will not use their HRH titles as they are no longer working members of the royal family. They will no longer receive public funds for royal duties, and they're no longer going to formally represent the Queen. It continues with the Queen's blessing. The Sussexes will continue to maintain their private patronages and associations, but Harry will have to end his military patronages as part of this. All of that taking place just a couple of months from now, from spring. We've also learned from this statement that the royals plan to repay the money that was used to renovate Frogmore Cottage, which is near Windsor, where they live in the UK, which will remain their base there. Some $2.4 million went towards that, 4 million Canadian. So they're going to repay that public funds. We saw a statement from the Queen as well, thanking the couple for their work, saying that she's proud of Meghan for fitting into the family so quickly. I want to show you a little bit more of the Queen's comments there. In it, saying that following many months of conversations and more recent discussions, I am pleased that together we have found a constructive and supportive way forward for my grandson and his family. It continues, I recognise the challenges they have experienced as a result of intense scrutiny over the last 2 years and support their wish for a more independent life. She says the whole family is behind them in that, but one detail outstanding in all of this, which Buckingham Palace did mention in its statement: security. A lot of questions have been asked. Who's going to foot that big bill? We don't know how big it is, but it could run into the tens or even hundreds of millions. Buckingham Palace says it does not comment on the details of security arrangements, saying there are well-established independent processes to assess the need for publicly funded security. So essentially kicking that off to the British government there. So we'll have to wait and see exactly how that's going to unfold with public money in the UK, and of course here, who will pay for their security as well.
Exactly, as we know that their intention is to live part-time in the UK and part-time here in Canada. So this is breaking news at this moment in time. We'll speak again as you work the phones now to try to get more information. The bottom line at this moment in time, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will no longer use their HRH titles, and they will no longer, by the spring, receive public funds. So Laura, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now, as you no doubt know, the Palace will hope that the arrangement will put an end to the strains in the royal family over Harry and Meghan's decision. Well, tonight on The Passionate Eye, they will take a closer look at those alleged tensions, in particular between the brothers William and Harry. Take a look.
But rumours were beginning to circulate in the press about William and Harry's relationship. Were the brothers as tight as people thought?
The biggest cause of their so-called rift was Will's tried to warn Harry when he met Meghan not to rush into it. You know, he'd only known her for less than a year when they got engaged. He sat him down and just told him to take it a bit slow, not to run at him.
It was all so quick that William and Kate didn't have a moment to get to know Meghan because Harry hardly knew Meghan. And of course, quite naturally, William and Kate would have thought, no, she's been married before, she's older than Harry. I hope she's going to make him happy. Anyone would think that.
As I was told it by a number of sources, he went ballistic and said, you're trying to wreck this relationship before it's even started.
And that was the moment I was told by sources very close to the brothers that the dynamic changed, that there was a shift. And it was largely down to Harry resenting his brother. Harry supported William from the outset of his relationship with Kate, and he felt very let down that he wasn't getting his brother's full 100% support with the relationship with Meghan. And things changed.
And you can watch William and Harry, Princes at War, tonight on The Passionate Eye. It airs at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific right here on CBC News Network, 11:30 in Newfoundland. You can also watch it online at cbc.ca/passionateeye. And we continue to follow the breaking news of Harry and Meghan. They will no longer have their HRH titles and will be cutting off from public funds in the spring. So more on that to come.